Today in my presentation I gave a talk about two ways that I think we can reinvent the eye examination. The first way is helping to develop a new type of OCT called binocular OCT that allows you to do automated eye examination. This does all the fundamental features in that it's automated. So you come along and you put your face on this and it does these multiple diagnostic tests in an automated fashion. So the binocular OCT device is the brainchild of a guy called Alex Walsh, who's one of my collaborators in Los Angeles. And he set up a company called Envision Diagnostics to develop this device. They've been working on it for a number of years. We've got a prototype version of that device in Moorfields. And really he hopes to have this device available for CE marking and subsequent commercial availability around about 2018. Because it's binocular, it can image both eyes at once. And it turns out that if you can do that, you can do a range of ophthalmic diagnostic tests in one device in an automated manner. So you can measure visual acuity, or you can do auto-refraction of the eye, or you can look at the eye movements or the visual fields, or really the sky is the limit in terms of the imagination that we can apply to this. We're looking at this in the hospital eye service setting. So we're looking at this in particular in our retinal therapy clinics, our injection clinics, where people often have to wait for hours for a relatively routine decision. So if we could automate a lot of that process, then we can increase the efficiency, reduce the costs, and really improve the quality of life of patients attending these clinics. I think it's much further down the road that this would be something that would become available in the community, in the high street opticians, in the local eye hospitals, for example. But that's something we're certainly aiming towards. Maybe in the long term, even in patients' homes. Now, what's exciting in the research world related to OCT is that there's new laser light sources which have been developed called VCSEL lasers, which stands for vertical cavity surface emission lasers. And they have a much greater depth range. And that depth range is actually 40 to 60 millimeters. So much, much greater depth range than current OCT. The second thing that I talked about was the collaboration that was announced in the last week or so, which was between Moorfields Eye Hospital and DeepMind. And DeepMind are one of the world's leading artificial intelligence companies. I got the idea about a year ago that we could apply deep learning to the OCT images that we have at Moorfields, so that the AI could learn how to diagnose these sight-threatening diseases such as age-related macular degeneration. And what we hope to achieve is that really before the end of the year that we can have an artificial intelligence algorithm that will be able to look at OCT scans and pick up the earliest signs of these sight-threatening conditions. One of the things I think it's important to emphasize is that this is a research collaboration between Moorfields and DeepMind. We're cautiously optimistic that this will work, but we don't know if it will work. And so in our short-term plan is to get the research proof of principle and publish our results in peer-reviewed journals and make all our work available for scrutiny. And I would say that it's some time after that it will become a commercially available project, but that's not our focus at the moment.